Hello, listener, and welcome. I am the Deep Voice Guy, and today I'll be reading to you a story from the Science After Midnight universe. A story of Henry Matthews, John Matthews' cousin, in another part of the country where a civil war ravages America. Now, let's dive into the story. Iron Within. Prologue. When the World Broke. No one really knew who fired the first shot. Some blamed the government, others blamed the people. All anyone knew for sure was that by the time the dust settled, America was at war with itself. It didn't matter who you voted for, what side of the street you lived on, or what flag you waved. Trust was dead. You could look your neighbor in the eyes one day and find yourself staring down the barrel of their gun the next. Neighbors used to smile at each other. Now they looked too long, said too little, and always with that calculating glance, trying to decide what side you were on, who you'd protect when things went loud. Henry Matthews should have seen it coming. He tried not to look at the flag flying across the street. Blue star, black field, the color of the wrong side. He watched the news, heard the warnings, felt the tension humming through his town like a live wire. Still, nothing could have prepared him for what happened that morning, the morning that his life changed. Chapter 1. A Quiet Suburb. The lawn still needed mowing. That was the thought running through Henry's mind as he stood barefoot on the front porch, watching the sun creep over the rooftops of the Green Hill subdivision. It was still quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you uneasy when the world feels like it's seconds away from shattering. His mom was still inside, humming to the radio, Dad in the garage with the old truck, and his brothers still asleep upstairs. Normal, peaceful, fragile. Across the street, a blue flag. Not long ago, it would have meant nothing. Now, it meant everything. Then came the gunfire. A truck rolled slow in front of their driveway. A muzzle peeked from the window. Shots. Glass shattered. Wood splintered. Screams. His mother's voice rising and then cut off. Henry collapsed to the porch, pain exploding through his body. Silence. When he woke, the world was wrong. His father's body slumped in the living room. His mother lay, crumpled, in the kitchen. His brothers, gone. Henry was alive. Somehow. He screamed then, but no one came. Only the wind answered. Henry made it to Judas's house, by instinct alone. His childhood friend opened the door, shocked to see him alive. "How the heck did you get here?" Judas asked. Henry just nodded. "Didn't see anyone." They didn't talk about what happened. Not yet. Instead, they armored both vehicles, his and Judas's, using scrap and welded plating. It took days. Still, no questions. Many days later, ash-colored clouds drifted over the skeletal outlines of what had once been Henry's neighborhood. From the second-floor window of Judas's house, Henry stared out over the still smoldering horizon. His hands trembled, not from cold, but from memory. Judas moved silently, putting away spare parts they hadn't used the night before. The garage smelled of oil, steel, and sweat. They'd worked late into the night, every night, plating the sides of both vehicles with scrap metal and steel mesh they'd scavenged earlier that week. It wasn't perfect, but it would buy them a few extra seconds in a firefight. Then came Eddie, a red band survivor, military gear, all scars and suspicion. An unlikely ally, with a history of being more foe than friend, but an ally nonetheless. And in war, enemies become allies if they share the same target. They needed numbers.